Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Magic Kingdom this evening. This is Chris here, Magic. We've got Susan here as well. And after today's news and all the stuff that's been going on here at Walt Disney World, I think we all needed a midweek fireworks show. So I hope you guys are in agreement tonight. So starting here in less than 15 minutes, we will have Happily Ever After starting at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time. And I hope you guys can stick around and join us. If you know someone who would like to watch along with us, make sure to send them the link and invite them to the show. I'm not sure how good the connection is going to be tonight, us being in the parks with everybody else. But looking forward to seeing what we can see. And you know what? I think, like I said, just seeing some fireworks up in the sky will make me feel a little bit better after today. How's everybody doing this afternoon, this evening, I should say? So hello to everybody in the chat. We got, all right, it's great to see you. Prince Ryan is in. How you doing, Prince Ryan? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Jen is in. Colin is here. Hey, Colin, how you doing tonight, man? And Mr. Cruise Fever 1. I tell you what, it's good to see you again. Hope you had a good time with us in Universal on Monday, Mr. Cruise Fever. And also, we've got in our chat tonight, try to say hello to everybody. Loving This World is here. Michelle Nichols is here. I hope Mike is in earshot as well. Megan is with us tonight. Good evening, Megan. Catherine. Good evening, Catherine. Surprise stream, surprise. And we got Skipper Bob in. Congaloosh, friends. How's it going, Bob? Glad you guys could join in here at Chandler Mixer. Hey, how's it going? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everyone. And James Marsh, how you doing tonight? Does the castle look good? It looks great. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can get an idea of what our castle looks like tonight. Michelle and Michael is here. Good evening, Michael. Michael is watching on the 85-inch plasma television. I'm a little jealous now. I mean, I guess my live screen in front of me is a little bigger than that, but that's pretty sweet. Jen says the castle always looks great. And you know what, Jen? Are you counting down the days? Because it's going to look even better in live person in front of you in just not very long time at all. Laura, good evening, Laura. How are you doing tonight? And Kat is in. Hey, Kat. Good. Welcome to the stream. Glad you guys could join us. Like I said, we're at a 10-minute countdown, right? Susan's got her ears on. She's want to have a good time tonight.
Good evening, dreamers of all ages. In just 10 minutes,
10 minutes.
The Magic Kingdom invites you to enjoy our nighttime spectacular Happily Ever After, presented by Pandora Jewelry. Our journey begins in just 10 minutes. Thank you.
Chandler Mixer's 25-day countdown. Man, that's going to be here in no time. Just over 3 weeks. Hello, India. India's in. Susan's excited because not only is India in the chat, but India is open over at Epcot. We got to go check that out this week, too. I mean, we get excited with anything India shows up. So, good evening, India. Loving This World's 14-day countdown. Jeffrey is in the house. Good evening, Jeffrey. Oh, no, we're going to have to lose Megan. Everybody say goodnight to Megan. Have a good night, Megan. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. Oh, Jen, you're going to get a popcorn bucket and you're going to sit here and you're going to eat that salty popcorn and you're going to wait for the fireworks to go up in the sky. All right, so guys, look at all the lovely people behind me all waiting to see Happily Ever After. Only going to be here for, what, 6 more weeks. And then it says bye-bye forever as we get ready for Disney Enchanted to start October 1st. So talking to Susan, I've got to find ways to document this. And we're going to record it. I'm going to try to record it as many times as I can between now and September 28th. And then try to put together a really cool video that you guys can come over to our channel and watch it anytime you miss the scene Happily Ever After. So this is going to be the first time we're recording tonight. I'm going to continue to do so, and then I'm going to try to do a compilation. I've never done that before, and it's above and beyond my abilities. So we're going to see, but I think it's worth trying based upon the fact that everyone loves this show as much as they do. So I'm going to keep that up, and so we're going to be back for more. Every time I come to record, maybe I'll do a stream. Maybe I'll just stream it. You guys can watch it live with me as many times as I come back to record it, if you guys are okay with that. So do me a favor tonight, though. Help me out. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button and help us get as high counted as we can. In just a few minutes, we're going to be live tonight. Oh, everybody has to stand up. I guess we're getting close. I don't think we can really move forward, can we? Thank you, Michelle. What's our time? All right, 7 minutes.
I still got it flipped around to you. You can see the jack-o'-lanterns flickering on.
All right, do we do it? Can I spin around? I'm gonna try to spin around. I'm gonna try this. Try to do a spin. Looking down Main Street. We got a moon up there too. Good evening, Molly. How are you? Sure. Watch out for the trolley. Help me keep a time on that. They're moving up. We can just stay here. It's okay for us to stay here. They're moving. They're getting people to get closer and closer, guys. Okay.
It's 1 minute since the last time you asked.
I'm anxious.
I'm okay now. I know we are. Any closer is good. So we can see the target. Do you see the target?
All right. Everyone just jumping into the chat. Good evening. Glad you guys could join us for Happily Ever After tonight. Hey, Dee, good to see you. Molly is in.
Your dad's camera would be quiet.
Oh, Chandler, thank you so much. That's a great lucky number. Magic Crew official Patreon member. Everybody in the Patreon group, all of our Magic Crew official members, make sure to welcome Chandler. We'll have a little after hours Magic Crew post party to celebrate Chandler joining the Patreon group as well tonight.
All ages. In just a few minutes, the Magic Kingdom invites you to enjoy our nighttime spectacular Happily Ever After, presented by Pandora Jewelry. In order for you to fully experience tonight's performance, the lighting around the Magic Kingdom will be reduced. For your own safety,
We look forward to meeting you guys next month. Oh, yes.
remain in the same location until the lighting
Oh, we've
returns
met your
to
mom though, so
Our journey will begin
she's
in
like
just a
she's
few
like old
minutes.
friends now.
Thank you.
Can you already hear the music? So guys, as always, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut during the show so that everyone can enjoy it and not listen to me chatter on. So make sure you guys feel free to chat amongst yourselves, but we are going to try to keep our side down as much as possible so others around us won't be distracted by my chattering. If anyone joins the chat, mods, please make sure to welcome them because we want to make sure everyone feels very welcome to join our streams. And I'm glad you guys could join us tonight on this surprise stream on a Wednesday. I mean, look at this castle, guys. Look at those colors. That looks pretty nice when it's all lit up, doesn't it?
There's lights on inside the castle.
Yeah. Cinderella Suite is on. Thank you so much for the super chat, Jen. Because yes, our story is about to come alive in like 3 minutes, I believe. Thank you so much for the super chat, Jen. Well, Chandler, we're pretty much either in Universal or Disney every single day, so we're hoping we get a chance to see you too. Because you know we really mean it when we say we love to see you guys in the parks. All right, that's cool, Jeffrey. They're going to be locals. Looking forward to that. Or September 28th or 29th. You know, Jeff, we might just have grabbed the reservation for Boma. We'll talk a little bit more after the show's over. All right, can you hold this for just a second? Get this started.
Chris is also recording on our GoPro, so he's got to make sure it's all lined up nice and neat.
So far, Chandler, they haven't given us any dates. All we have is just the initial information. But as soon as they let us as travel agents know what that information is going to be out, we're going to be shouting it from the rooftops. They gave us just the basic generic information today. I know the 50th medallion looks really good on the castle at night, doesn't it? Exactly, Jen. We will always be your Disney Genie. Good to have you in, Brian's Magic Life. So good to see everybody. So we're getting ready to get started. You guys sit back, keep the chat going, enjoy this stream, and we will be back with you guys as soon as the fireworks are over tonight.
Each of us has a dream, a heart's desire. It calls to us. And when we're brave enough to listen and bold enough to pursue it, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we were meant to be. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic.
Are we back now that everyone else has put their phones down? Is that what happens now? Oh, I hate that.
And you guys can see it.
I don't know. Are we back? Can anybody see us at this point now that everyone else has dropped their connections? We are smack dab in the middle of Main Street. Yeah, which is exactly why, Jen, we did record it. Matter of fact, I got my camera right here. I recorded the entire thing tonight. I'm also gonna try to record it several other times and put together a compilation vlog so that we can all get it together. Now we're just waiting just a second to let a few more people get out. I can break this down. And I'm glad that we can finally get to talk to you guys again. All right, should we trade off for a second? Here.
You want me to stand on that side, or are you going to be on that side?
I'll stand on these sides.
Okay.
Just stand in front of it.
Hey guys! Again, you can't really see me. Here, let's turn the camera around. You guys can see it, have a better view. That's a way better view than me in the dark. We had a unique group of families around us. I'm sure you guys got to hear a little bit of that when you did. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, hello. I know, I love this song too, Lavender's World.
All right, Robert.
I would imagine that it didn't really come across very well, but there is something to be said for being here in person when Tinkerbell takes flight. It is just like the whole crowd, the energy in the crowd just shifts.
All the kids who had no interest before are suddenly screaming.
Everyone, like there were
100%
people that were
concentration.
leaving, that were walking in front of us because there was a little bit of space there, and they all stopped.
Of course.
Because suddenly there's Tink just flying through the sky, and it's an amazing, amazing thing to see in person and just be in the middle of it. I'm not gonna lie, I did tear up a couple of times, but that's normal for me.
We're standing in front of the
moves
tripod
me.
pads at the moment to make sure nobody trips over the
Yeah,
tripod.
we're protecting everyone from tripping while Chris slowly breaks everything down.
I only had 4 people trip over it tonight while I was filming.
Yeah, that being said, they do tell you that the lights are going to be low and that you should not move until they return the lights to their normal, setting. So they kind of take upon themselves, but still, the tripod is black, so it blends.
All right, that's done.
Yes, they were definitely packing us in for the show. In fact, at some point we
first
just
3
decided that we weren't going to move anymore because they kept coming by over and over again asking everyone to move in and fill all available space. And my personal bubble had reached its limit, so I just told Chris I wasn't moving anymore at that point.
Well, it's kind of distracting too. The first 2 or 3, like the first 2 minutes of the show, all you can hear are the cast members yelling for everybody to move.
Yes. Well, and people have gotten used to and are still hearing that it's better for them to social distance. So I think there's a part of you that says, no, you can't have it both ways. You can't tell me it's best that I social distance and then tell me I should get, all up in other people's personal space at the same time. So it's just a wee bit hypocritical. Taking it back.
I'm assuming the park is closed.
Yes, the park closed at 9 tonight. I tried to flip it around.
I say we can't still go up there and say go see the castle, being the fact that you guys didn't get to see the castle most of that time frame. Oh man, that's rough. I hate that. You know, I really wanted to share the fireworks with you guys tonight, and then we were doing good there for the first little bit. But you can see. I want you to guys look. Since the show has stopped, we've been standing here. The crowds are still shuffling past us at a very steady rate. Little room in between the crowds.
There were a lot of people.
So we've just kind of stayed in the middle of the stream here, literally.
I got lost. But it's been a good solid 5-8 minutes.
So Chandler, we are going to go to Halloween Horror Nights. I'm definitely going to go. It will be my first year going to the full event. Susan's trying to see if somebody will go with me so she doesn't have to. But I don't know. I feel like she kind of needs to. Let's grab a sidewalk here.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that way.
that way. If we can. When we get an opportunity to do so. All right. All right. Yeah. Just for the moment, as everybody is going by.
This is much better. There's actually a breeze over here
There is a little bit of a breeze.
where there's not like 2,000 people all around you.
After having 3,000 people all standing that close to each other on a hot summer night, we need some foot breeze. Whew, it's sweaty.
Yes, and Robert did definitely make an appearance.
We had a lot of Roberts. We had a Robert. We had a Robert internship program in tonight.
Definitely.
Yeah. And not you, Jeffrey. The other Roberts. Hello, Jeffrey. How are you doing tonight?
Mr. Chrisedwards in the house.
Hey, Jeffrey, I just got to the spot where I can see comments. Yeah, I was breaking down the tripod for the last few minutes, so I could not see the comments. So, especially when I've got everybody walking around, I can't exactly see everything all the time. I do try to make sure I get to all comments, but there are spots, unfortunately, I can't read them all, which is why we have such great mods in here to kind of take care of us and to make sure everyone gets recognized. Jen, we're still trying to decide if we're going to do a Boo Bash this year. It would be a minimum of $260, probably, and as time goes by, even more to do one. We could do it. We could stream it. Just the question is whether or not spending $300 or more, and that's just for Susan and I to go, not even with the kids, would be beneficial to everybody. It's just a costly thing. We'd love to go, but we're still trying to kind of think about that and see how that's going to work out. I want to take you guys up to the castle for a bit. Look at just how many people are still, after all that wave and oceans of people coming by, look how many people are still in the hub. Whoop. I'd just like to take you guys up to the castle for a bit. You know, now that we actually have a stream, you guys can actually see something for once. Oh, Debbie, thank you. Just sent out your picture of Tinkerbell on Instagram. I'm still cracking up over Michelle's screen grabs from Monday from riding the Bilge barges. You know, I don't think I should have put that in the stories. You guys need to see that. It was pretty humorous. Out of context, it looks like I'm in some major emotional distress. So you can't tell I'm having a really good time. I will say the castle looked really good right before the show tonight with the 50th medallion on top. don't know what you guys think or not. It was really well lit. Thank you so much, Michelle. That was awesome. What's that? Oh, that's awesome. We've got, not only do we have Chandler in with our lucky number 13 for our patron magic crew, Michelle and Mike have joined as well tonight. Glad to have you guys in. Thank you guys so much. Can't wait to have you guys see some of the inside stuff we put in and to help you or help us figure out best ways to go and do things here in the future. So you can see us. Sure, you want to take their picture? Or you want me to?
I take sucky pictures.
Here, can you grab them? I'll take the big one. You take the little one. Sure. Oh, no problem. No problem. Where are you guys from?
This was drafted for photography.
All right, so where do you guys want your picture taken at?
Right here. If you're talking a still photograph of like pretty castle or whatever, I'm your gal. But if it's people, he takes way better pictures than I do. So if anyone ever comes and asks us for photos, Chris is always the designated photographer.
Nobody moved yet.
You can see there are still a large number of people here. Very large number of people. It's Chris over there. We're incognito tonight. It was just a last minute, hey, we should go over and watch Happily Ever After. So, threw on a pair of ears, grabbed my magic band, and we were out of the house. Liberty's at home babysitting the pony puppy. And as Chris mentioned, we have actually gotten ourselves a reservation for Boma on Friday for dinner. I don't think we're going to live stream it, mainly because from our memory we have recalled that it is really difficult to maintain a live stream at Animal Kingdom Lodge at the Boma at their Boma building on that downstairs level. It's just really tricky. It tends to go in and out, and we don't want to escort you guys over there and then proceed to drop. So probably we're just going to start our stream a little earlier so that we can spend some time with you guys before we head over to Boma, and then we will do a video recording and do a vlog after the fact to let you guys know what we find out. Boma is my second favorite restaurant on property. It's definitely my favorite buffet. So I'm really curious to see, they have said it will come back as a buffet. So we're really curious to see what that means, if they're going to have their full menu as they've had before. The pricing is definitely the same as it was before. So they are charging currently $49 per adult for dinner. So we're really excited about the idea of that. But we're just kind of waiting to see
1 second.
if it turns out to actually be the Boma that we know and love. So that's right, Jen. They are working hard to clean up the mess. I will say that is my pet peeve, and it has gotten worse, we've noticed, since everything's returned to normal, with the trash that people are leaving when they, you pick up your trash and carry it out with you and put it in a trash can. It's, be kind to the cast members. for whom it is their job to pick everything up. We definitely want to do that.
How does this look?
Lavender's World, it's okay. That is okay. I blended in. I'm incognito too, so Chris lost me. Actually, I'm wearing the same thing that I normally wear,
But you were right there against the flowers, and so you were like,
that's true. I do have floral leggings on tonight.
So I had a family come up to me. They are originally from Colombia. They live up in Connecticut right now. And they wanted a photo. And so I had to get them in a good spot for photos, right? So they didn't have a Disney Photo Pass photographer here. So I wanted to make sure they had a really good photo. And they thought it was hilarious when...
We should walk over there under the lights.
Yeah, I was just taking them all over the different places. I don't know, stand here. I'm going to do this picture here. So I love taking pictures of families and helping them to have a great family moment. That's kind of what we're all about here, honestly, is the helping others have a great time, either at home or here in Walt Disney World. How about a iconic spot to take a picture? That's exactly what I should do when I retire, guys. I should just become a PhotoPass photographer. Would you guys let me take your pictures if I did that? Catherine, thank you so much for popping in tonight. I know this was it was really nothing but just a fun time to do a stream. I wish we could have done the fireworks. One of these days, as we're able to get bigger and better and get more, my goal is to eventually, I got all kinds of stuff here. Oh, no, and that happened. All right. Hold my tripod and a gimbal tonight. I would love to be able to upgrade our equipment. And maybe one of these days, we'll have equipment that would allow us to keep a connection even in the worst connections situations, so that we can always bring you fireworks. So that's our goal, I think, is to get to that point. Also to get home and get her to bed.
Sorry.
Long
Children
day.
are in school. That means I have to get up early in the morning.
Actually, she got up this morning before 6 a.m. and she got us. The reason why she's so tired is she got up this morning at 5:45 and got us a dinner reservation for Boma for Friday night. So here's the deal. We are going to stream on this Friday. We are going to start off early on Friday. We're not going to stream the meal because I do know that we've had connection problems before in Boma. So what we're going to do is...
Especially down there close to the restaurant.
Yeah, right there at the restaurant area. So we're gonna try to vlog it as much as possible and provide that information to you guys. Of course, we'll be taking pictures and putting them on Instagram and Facebook. And I may even have some reels and stuff like that.
Several agent friends that are like, we need to know. Like
everybody wants to know what the buffet is going to be like.
Because this is the first restaurant that that was a buffet previously that has
coming
come
back as a buffet.
So I was mentioning to them that we're very eager to find out if it's going to be the full buffet, especially since they are charging the full buffet price that they were charging previously. So my expectation is that all the food will be back.
Zebra domes.
Multiple
shrimp curry soup.
Meats. They have prime rib. They normally have pork roast. They normally have turkey and roast chicken.
They might as well have Ohana noodles.
Salmon.
I don't care. They better just have some good stuff, right?
Yes.
Because we're looking forward to it.
I want all the good things.
Yeah. So we are gonna share that experience with you guys one way or the other, and we're looking forward to it. And for full price, like I said, we're expecting and have high expectations because it's Susan's number one favorite restaurant.
It is my number one favorite buffet.
It's between that and Cape May Cafe for me.
But if you compared it to the new Cape May Cafe?
No.
See?
The old Cape May Cafe.
See? Yes.
So it may very well become my favorite restaurant in the current times.
Yes. So we're really excited about checking that out for you guys. We haven't been doing a whole lot of dining reservations, but this one we feel like is kind of important just because it is, the first buffet to come back as a buffet.
So if you guys do follow us on Instagram, if you don't already and you're on Instagram, please follow us because we might not be able to do a real quick live for YouTube, But who knows? Depending on how
we
things
may
go,
just go live
we may
on
go live for
Instagram for
yeah,
a couple minutes.
a few minutes.
Just to tour the buffet line, or who knows.
If we can test it out and it works, I might do a real quick Instagram live. So make sure to follow us on Instagram. And what I would recommend you guys do, if you're not, please do us a favor. Whenever you go to our bio page or our homepage on Instagram, go to the top right of the screen. There are 3 dots, 3 ellipses. Hit that and click to be notified when we do things like go live and stories and stuff like that. So if we do go live at some strange night on Friday night, you guys won't miss it, okay? Because here's the thing about Instagram Live. Once we go live and it's done, it's done.
It's gone.
We can't save it anymore.
Yeah, it's just there and then it's gone. So if you miss it in the moment, you
I
missed
hate
it.
that too. We used to
You
do
just
some
missed
really
it.
good lives. I used to go Instagram Live all the time because you could save it for 24 hours. It was really cool. So we will be going to Boma on Friday.
We will.
And tomorrow, here's the thing also. Tomorrow is a brand new mask policy here starting at Walt Disney World.
Yes.
Now, if you are in a outdoor attraction, outdoor queue, outdoor theater, you can remove your masks.
So I cannot, because I do have to supervise the kids during the day for the most part. It takes a little bit of pre-planning if I'm not going to do that. But Chris is planning on coming to the parks tomorrow and checking all of the rides that we know that kind of have those inside,
Iffies,
outside,
you know?
kind of strange
The
combinations.
queue's inside, but the ride's outside.
So he's going to run through those and kind
I'm
of
gonna do
give
some
you guys
exploration
an
and see
idea
which
what it's
rides we
like.
really can ride with our mask off and which ones are still being required.
Yes.
So do some exploration tomorrow. So keep a top of stuff like that for updates across all of our medias. And we'll be doing that. We're doing that tomorrow. And then Friday, we will be having our Friday Fun live stream pretty early. Probably, we're talking 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock hour.
Yeah, probably by 10.
So make sure to keep your notifications on here as well. And then, of course, hey, who knows? We're gonna have as much fun as we can this weekend. Thank you guys for popping on a last-minute stream. I know this is weird. This was a last-minute surprise stream, and we didn't get the fireworks we thought we were gonna get just due because of the connection.
Did we want to talk about Genie?
Yeah, let's talk about Genie. Let's
Can we
walk.
walk
Let's
this
let's
way,
walk
please?
out. We'll talk about Genie. So let me turn this back around. Whoop. Oh, I know, Debbie. Debbie says, I love Boma. She's like, enjoy your Boma coma. I've never used that phrase before, but I'm going to steal that.
It
Can I,
seems
Debbie?
appropriate.
Can I
seems
call it?
very appropriate.
From now on, it's stolen from
The Boma Coma.
yeah, the Boma coma. I'm taking that one straight from Debbie.
Trademarked by Debbie Williams.
Jen wants to know, am I jungle cruising?
Maybe.
You know what? I haven't been on it in a bit. I might need to
There
just...
are multiple rides here at Magic Kingdom. The other parks, not so many, but here, definitely.
I know, Chandler, I'm excited about having anything we can have a little bit more relaxation on things. I'm going to take a look at it. I'm looking forward to it as well.
It's just been so confusing. It will be
Yeah.
good to see how that settles in.
Oh no, Jeff's cell phone is broken. I don't know if I will be on Friday's stream or not. Well, everybody make sure we say hello and to Jeffrey tonight. We
Fingers
may not
crossed
be able
for
to on
you.
tomorrow. Hope you have a great day tomorrow on Thursday. And who knows, maybe you'll be able to join us on Friday. We'll be looking for you. So let's talk about Genie.
Let's talk about Genie.
The Genie in the lamp.
Or the Genie in your My Disney Experience account.
Oh,
That's where
my.
it's gonna be
So-
located.
Disney dropped this on us today. Everybody sit down. Everybody calm down. Make sure you have some carbs
Take
or
a
something.
breath.
Take a breath because we're going to be talking about this. Stormtrooper Greg, how's it going?
Take a chill pill.
Genie is going to be a new addition that will be done through the My Disney Experience app for both Disneyland and Disney World. It will allow people to do personalized searches and create personalized itineraries beforehand and during the day when they're going on their Walt Disney World and Disneyland trips, in which you can put into the Genie, well, we really want to see princesses. Well, for our day, we really want to see the Tower of Terror. And it's going to create itineraries that are personalized for you based upon what you pick. And then throughout the day, as the things change, it will change your itinerary based upon what you have and have not done and what the current wait times and situations are. That's all well and good. But one of the things that's going to come out with Genie is going to be Genie Plus. And for Genie Plus, you guys know that since we've had the pandemic, we have lost fast passes here. And they are not going to return. Instead of fast pass, they are going to have something called Genie Plus.
I'm gonna go get a size one.
Okay, I'm going to grab a Epcot table over here. Susan's going to grab us some water for a second. I'm going to take a second to just sit here and talk about what we're going to be doing here. Hey, I've got a really cool pumpkin in the background. How about this? That a little bit better. You don't want to see this, but that's kind of cool. So in Genie Plus, you're going to be able to purchase, let me stress that, purchase the Genie Plus, which will allow you to skip the normal standby lines on certain attractions. It will come at a cost of $15 per day per person in your group for Walt Disney World. The same thing will happen in Disneyland, except it will be for $20. Now, those who are Disneyland, we've got some people here who are on the West Coast or go to Disneyland just as much or more than Disney World, are familiar with it. You may be familiar with the Max Pass, and it's very similar to what they did in the past with Max Pass. But for us, Fast Pass was always, speaking of people on the West Coast, how's it going, Card Freak? Your ears are ringing. Max Pass is something, you could be accustomed to. But the Genie Plus will allow you to pay a $15 per day here at Walt Disney World that would allow you to the morning of choose up to 2 rides that you can choose times for that would allow you to go through not the Fast Pass line, but what they call the Lightning Lane. And I'm having major problems saying that. Lightning Lane. I don't know why. But so it's coming to a pay system. Not all of the attractions will be included in that $15. And certain attractions, some of the higher, more desirable rides, will be on a per ride, per person basis to get that same benefit. Which means that if you wanted to ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, or if you wanted to ride Rise of the Resistance or something like that, you could Ratatouille. You will have to pay for basically a pass for that one ride per person. And we don't know what that price is going to be yet, and it's going to depend on what day and time and how popular it is that time. It's going to be flexible when it comes to those prices.
Yes.
So I don't want you guys to freak out. This is not something that is, it's not required. A lot of our travel clients have reached out to us. Some of the people who have commented on our posts.
Suddenly our trip is
I can't afford it now. I can't afford to go. No. You do not have to do this. This is completely optional. But for past passes that were free in the past, they're now going to cost money. Michael says, I have to admit, I'm in for it. It entices me a little bit. I think for some, it's good to have that option back. Here's the thing: if you're taking your family on a spring break vacation, and there's 4 of you, and you're going to be here Monday through Friday, and you're like, you know what? It's going to cost me 60 days, 60 times 5. Okay, I'm going to have to just accommodate for that.
It'll be an extra $300.
Okay, I might do that. I might work for me. The problem is when you have annual pass holders who come on a regular basis, or for us pitiful little, locals who come almost every day. You just can't. It already costs us a lot of money per month to come back and to do this. We just can't do that on a regular basis, especially when we bring our 3 kids, which we don't always vlog or stream. So for those kind of days, that's kind of like, that's a lot of money.
Painful.
$75.
Yeah.
For,
every time we
were to do that. So that's just the preliminary information we have now. We're going to wait for more information to come out. It has not been released. I know India's like, yeah. It does change it up a little bit. It's a budgetary thing to take in consideration, and whether or not, 1, it's in your budget, 2, is it worth it? Is it enough of a value to you? Or 3, is it not even something you're really concerned about? And we'll have to see how that works out once it starts and see how it changes standby lines. It's all going to come about to see how things work out. If there's a huge demand for it, it might go great. If all of a sudden not enough people buy into it, Disney may have to change it up a little bit. But we'll have to see. Now, one of the things over at Universal, not to change and compare apples to oranges, but we have a Premier Pass that gives us certain annual pass perks for our annual pass for Express, the Universal Express, after a certain time of the day. That was very nice. We used to have the highest plus pass for Disney that gave us some perks as well. That was kind of nice. But now you can't just say that, well, everyone gets the advantage of that. It's sort of like having PhotoPass benefits. If you give all the annual pass holders that benefit automatically, the lines are just going to be flooded. It's like, how many people do you put into the rowboat when the ship is sinking? You know?
We're just going to have to wait and see how it works. So we have a lot of questions, as I'm sure you guys do, and we're waiting for additional information from Disney and also just to see it in action. So will they have a limited number every day, just like Universal does with their Express Pass, where once they've sold them, they're not going to sell anymore, so that everyone has a chance to take advantage of it? Or can anyone buy it, but then they'll limit how many people during a particular time period are taking advantage of it during that time, kind of like the Fast Pass system was before?
We're just going to have to kind of wait it out and see how the system works. Lou's like, well, I'm not all about the rides, so for me it's not a huge priority, and I'm just going to do standby lines for the rides I really want. And I really do think, Lou, and that's a good point, it's going to really come down to whether or not people find that priority or not, or say that's really what I want.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be too upset about it at the moment. And I think Disney knows that we have been so long past Fast Passes that in our brains we've kind of forgotten what they were like. So the idea of not having a free Fast Pass anymore, not as a huge deal. But we're going to have to wait and see. You guys know as soon as we hear more information, we will provide it over on Instagram and
Absolutely.
Facebook. We'll come on live and we'll talk about it even more. And then the biggest thing is what will we on our streams, we'll go through and we'll experience it with you guys. And if you guys feel, the new system's out, if you guys think it would be beneficial for us as a community for ear-to-ear magic and for our Magical community, we'll even pay. Well, Susan and I will pay for $30 just for us to utilize it for one day on one of our streams, whether it's Monday or Friday, and you guys can ride it with us and go, is this worth the $15? Is this working out? Is this something I want to do? Because the whole purpose of us doing streams like this is to experience the parks like we would as a normal family, and you guys kind of see how we do it and what's good, what's not so good, what can be done better, so that when you guys come here, you kind of know what to do. So I think that's what we should do if you'd like to do that. Loving this well, I prefer hello cast members. Do you know who I am? Yeah, I am. I'm him. And they go, him who? Oh, you're that bald guy who was in that one movie. No, it wasn't. I love living this world. He seems to think that we're famous. I barely remember my own name, so it's I don't know about that, even in the slightest. But I do find it humorous. That'd be fun to see it that way. I think, Lou, that would be a great way if you guys if you would enjoy that. And Mr. Crucifer said they shouldn't just bring back any fast passes at all. Jeffrey asked how much it is to go to the water parks. It's like I think it's somewhere around $65 a day. I believe it is $60 to $75 per day.
It is.
So it's much less than it is to go to the parks, Jeff.
So Card Freak says that this sounds kind of like a mix of Max Pass and the new Paris system, and that is very true.
It is very true.
Here's the thing, that is what they are going to be doing in Disneyland as well. So this system, the Genie and the Genie Plus system, is going to be rolling out in Disneyland in addition to Walt Disney World, the same system, except it's going to cost $20 per day in Disneyland instead of $15 per day in Disney World. So they are kind of merging those two systems together that you were discussing or mentioning, and they are rolling it out on both coasts.
So let me ask a question. This is Devil's Advocate. This is meant to stir you up, but not in a bad way. But I am curious. Let's say this. If the new system pops out for Genie Plus, okay? At the beginning of the day, they open up Rise of the Resistance. All the boarding groups are gone at 7 a.m.
Would you pay?
If they said later on in the day, well, if you pay us $15 for one ride for each person, would you pay $15 per person
To get on?
to get on one of the boarding groups that they held back and they didn't give away at the beginning of the day? Because that's kind of what we're talking about here, is the fact that if they held back some of those specifically for the Genie Plus. How much would you be willing to pay to get a Rise of the Resistance boarding group if you didn't get one of the free ones?
India says no, she would not.
Or would you pay anything? India says no way. Naomi, yes, but only for Rise of the Resistance. Well, we're also possibly talking about Ratatouille, which is a brand new ride. It's just something to think about, guys, because we know that that's a potential that could happen. Then the beat goes, I totally would, from California. Lou says $0. Michelle says yes. And so, yeah, really, I think it does kind of depend.
Varies on the person.
Yeah. And if anyone says, yes, you should be one way or the other, it's just not the way it works. And we know that it's different priorities for different people. For myself, being local and we live here, if I couldn't get one for Rise of the Resistance, I'd be like Lou, well, we'll come back and try it again in another 2 weeks, and that would be okay. Jennifer says, I'd do it for Rise of the Resistance. So that is something that we're looking at as well, the potential for stuff like that. And now let's look way into the future, as I can move into the future of tomorrow. Tron. Don't forget, we've got Tron in the future as well coming. So we're looking at that as a potential being added into this whole mix. So eventually we may have Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Tron being two attractions you'd have to pay for individually when you get here. And unlike Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Tron is very likely going to be going to a virtual queue as well. So Michael says, as Michelle and I go off into Disney, we make the decision to go, and maybe that weekend we go. When Fast Passes was all around, ticket rides were gone, and we could only get B and below rides. Yes, that was oftentimes the way it was working for us, just as Fast Passes. We could never get a Fast Pass for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train because as locals, we had to wait 30 days before, but all of the guests staying in the hotels could get it 60 days. And so all of the Fast Passes for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train were always gone by the time we were allowed to get them. No dining news right now. Yeah, no dining news at the moment, unfortunately, Jennifer. Heard Remy is going to be virtual queue when it opens.
That is true.
That is very true. And Harry Chest not paying Disneyland local. So you're talking local to local. I was going to get a premium annual pass. Now I'll get the lowest tier because I think the experience with no free passes won't make me want to be there as often. Yeah. So it has that effect of determining how important is it to you and how that's going to work out. So we'll have some more talking about that. And I'm glad you guys could, I want to hear your opinions. We'd love to hear from you guys as well. And I think that makes a huge difference. Naomi says we only come once every 2 years. So yes, you would pay. And that's perfectly understandable because if you don't make it that one trip, it's going to be another 24 months before you get the ride again. So anyway, guys, we'll be talking about this more as we go through. Tomorrow, I will be coming back to the park to see what it's like, to see which rides are outside and are considered to be ones you can take your mask off fully. And we'll get a sort of an idea. I'll do a little bit of a polling as we go around with the cast members to see what that's going to be like. And then on Friday, we will be going live a little earlier. On Mondays, we go out on at 2. We expect that we're probably going to be starting maybe 10 o'clock on Friday morning. And we will be having sort of a lunchtime stream for Friday because Friday evening, Susan and I will be going to Boma. So hope you guys can join us on Friday. And we'll talk about it more and see what more information we can have about it. If you guys have any other questions and things, you can always reach us over at our emails, or you can just leave us a comment on the replay of any of these. We'd be glad to chat with you guys. And I would recommend if you guys have comments about things we talk about, feel free to go into the replay of any of our streams and say, hey, I have another question, and come back in and we'll continue to chat about it. We'll be glad to do so. For now, I think we need to keep walking out here. Jeffrey wants to know if I've ever been to the Disney water parks. Well, Jeff, before the pandemic, we had what they called the Platinum Plus, which was included water parks.
We did go to the water
We went to
parks.
Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon all the time with the kids. We would just pop in for an afternoon for a couple of hours and just play in the wave pool. Loved it. The pandemic came around. They only opened up one water park,
And they removed it from our passes.
They removed it from our passes, so we no longer have a Platinum Plus. So we haven't been to a water park since probably the first, probably the end of 2019, because we don't tend to go to the water parks a lot in January and February. But that makes a huge difference there. So I'm going to show you guys. Main Street is emptying out here. We've got some cast members and some security looking around to see if people are slowly moving out of the park. So we're going to make our way down Main Street as well. So we don't want to be the last ones out, at least not tonight. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Thank you for popping in. Like I said, this is sort of a surprise stream. So I love checking in with you guys middle of the week. I don't know, we had some things to talk about, so let's, why not? Oh, I feel so much better if I can actually one of these days stream a full, how awesome would it be if I could stream a full 4K uninterrupted fireworks? Maybe that's the goal we can try to work toward before we get to Disney Enchanted in the 50th. All right, guys, thank you for popping into the stream tonight. I had a little bit of a battery trouble there, but we got it fixed. But we're going to sign on off for tonight. We will see you guys back in the parks on Friday for our Friday Fun live stream. If you guys can be a part of it, thank you so much for supporting us here at Ear to Ear Magic. Let us know if we can help you in any of your future travels, whether it be Disney, Universal, cruises, or anything. Let us know. You can always reach out to us at the emails into the description of our live streams. Thank you guys for having such fun tonight, even though we had some connection issues with the fireworks. But we'll be back and we'll have some more fun later. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys in the parks. Thanks a lot, guys.
Hey, you should